What is going on, folks? It is Steiner here with not another episode of Secondhand Talent, but with some other news. But first, thank you to Mark Spusta for the art on my shirt. Thank you to Luke Chu for the desk candy. And thank you, as always, to my tiny co-host, Tiny Steiner. And thank you, most importantly, to you, our listeners, readers, and viewers all around the world. And thank you to this week's guest, writer and director of Moments of Youth, an award-winning coming-of-age story from writer and director Gregory Pellerito, which made its North American premiere at FOC NYC. And it is a fun movie, folks. Here's a bit what it's about. On graduation eve, Winthrop Creek's high school scavenger hunt turns into an unforgettable night of laughter, secrets, and healing. Moments of Youth, now available on Amazon Prime. And let's check it out in this little clip right here.
Purple Emperor, 3 inches. Wow. Hello? Initiate Protocol 7B. Boy, first my tie and now the banner. Oh, scavenger hunt every year. Boy. Don't you worry, my little Essex skipper. I will measure your wingspan when I return.
Damn, Gemma, that engine better not die.
Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna commit a felony in my high school tonight.
Stop. You take one more step, and you won't be walking at graduation, young man. And the rest of you, take down this contraption and split faster than monarchs migrating south. All right.
Looks like the kids are back at school. Scan.
All right. Be right there.
Come on. Gem, time to speed this up.
Pretty neat, huh? And we've got with us writer and director Gregory Pellerito. Gregory, welcome to Secondhand Talent.
Thanks for having me, buddy. It's an honor to be here. I'm excited to talk to you and excited to talk all about the film.
Yeah, it's a real non-traditional thing for us to do segments like this in the middle of a season. But I did see the film and I really loved it. And we got connected via some of your colleagues, and I'm very glad that we did. And I'm can't wait to talk all about it. And
Me too.
Just a little bit of background for our listeners, readers, and viewers out there. Moments of Youth was produced by Jackpot Pictures, which is Gregory's company that he co-founded with his brother Joey. You see the logo right there behind him, folks, and you can find all the links in the description of this segment right down in the description below. And it's been going for close to 20 years. We're approaching your 20th anniversary, right?
We are officially at our 20th anniversary. I graduated college 2006, and I started the company in June 2006. So we are literally officially right at 20 years, almost to the day.
At the time of this recording, we are going backwards down the number line 20 years later with Gregory Pellerito. I absolutely love it. But we are here to talk about the film Moments of Youth. And one of the things that I loved about it, and we talked about this for a little bit, and we'll get into it more a little bit later, just the music behind it. And then when we spoke and you informed me that, you had written that final song, and you'd worked on composing the music. Knowing that in your own words, being connected not just as a writer and director, but also involved in a very emotional way. Additionally, from a musical perspective, I would love to hear in your own words, like, what Moments of Youth means to you and where it came from.
Sure. Well, first of all, as far as the music goes, I wanted to tell you a little story really quick here.
Please.
So I play all the Wordle games every day, and there's one that I love called Reunion on Octurtle. And today's puzzle was a really fun thing for me because my all-time favorite band is Oasis. And right smack in the middle of today's puzzle I posted this on Instagram a little while ago. You could see. This is Oasis. It happened a little bit before our session, and I know how much of a big music guy you are, so I wanted to share that. Yeah, so
also a former English teacher, so
yes,
doubly interested. What was the word?
Oasis.
Yeah, love it.
Right,
Three guesses.
Right
Beautiful.
smack in the middle.
Oh,
yeah.
Love to see it.
Yeah. So, so Moments of Youth. For me, I've always loved teen films in general. Particularly, have always loved John Hughes, the 1980s films like Ferris Bueller's Day Off and Breakfast Club and all the classics. But also well into the 90s. I'm a 90s kid, so I we had so many great ones. We had American Pie, and Can't Hardly Wait, and
I mean, every American Pie, and then also, of course, you and I were talking before about the illustrious Justin Hampton, and one of my favorite stories that he told me, if we're talking about films that are comedies, that we know about, we got to talk about the highest grossing R-rated comedy of all time, The Hangover.
The Hangover, yep.
And Justin was reached out to by Todd Phillips.
Oh, wow.
And about a year after the movie came out, and they were going to do a 1 year later redo thing in 2009. And Justin didn't believe him that it was, and he's like, if it's really Todd Phillips, like send some kind of proof. And he just replied like, no, this is Todd Phillips. And that's how he knew that it was actually, and he wound up doing a poster. PNE got back together, I believe. I think Jermaine and Emick did posters as well, but Justin definitely did my favorite poster from those posters that came out when they did the year later event.
Awesome.
So, I mean, can't leave that out of the list, man. And also every American Pie film.
And American Reunion was fantastic.
Oh my God. And American Wedding.
Yeah, all of them. They all of them were wonderful, and honestly, American Pie 2 might be even better than the first one. When you really go back and watch them all. I watched with my oldest nephew.
That's such a hot take from a technical film perspective.
Yeah.
I think that it's kind of like how Scary Movie 2, like Scary Movie's amazing.
Yeah.
But Scary Movie 2 is a better movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
it's my oldest nephew is turning 15, and we watched all 4 American Pies over the last couple of months. And he absolutely loved all of them. And we were watching 1 and 2, and he was like, wow, 2, I think 2 is better than the first one. And then, and I told him, honest to God, I think that Reunion might be the best of the 4, which was written and directed by 2 brilliant guys who did the Harold and Kumar movies, So, it was a fresh take, but also very familiar. And every single one of them are just fantastic. And then you got Can't Hardly Wait, which I love. We had so many great ones. And I guess for me, when I was kind of developing the concept, my initial sort of idea was to build it around this idea of one night right before graduation. I love movies that take place in one day. They're always really fun. We go back to Dazed and Confused and American Graffiti, and Hangover. So as I started to build it, I got the idea it would be really fun to make the sort of central point this scavenger hunt that they're doing right before graduation. And the first draft of the script was all about this really fun and exciting and adventurous and funny night that they have. And then the further I got into it, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to make a film about high school life today, I want to say something profound here. So I started to kind of think about what is what are the most pressing issues for teenagers or any kid who's in school these days. And that's where the idea for the traumatic event that I eventually sort of built the whole movie around. All of those fun and exciting things are still all there, but the initial draft of the movie, the draft of the script, didn't have this whole traumatic element. I wanted to kind of I wanted to take what is, likely the best night of these kids' lives, and fun and adventurous, and a night they'll never forget. I wanted that component, but I also wanted this element of something way more than that. And this night serves as their way of sort of moving into the future. And the way that I constructed it, and what I hope people take away from it, is that this night and this conversation, when they actually do talk about the event, is the first time they're actually ever talking about it as a group of friends together. And with that, they're able to propel to the next step by finally having that discussion.
Greetings, seniors! It's the night you've all been waiting for. The scavenger hunt send-off. 4 long years ago, the 220 of you contributed $100 to go towards tonight's prize. Now check out this bounce. Ooh.
Every year, this scavenger hunt drives me crazy with their disruptions on campus. You take one more step, and you won't be walking at graduation, young man.
They frolic around.
Where are our clothes?
This school is a force field, boss, and I'm the gatekeeper.
Oh, don't stop on my count.
Pulling up, feeling like Harry Belafonte.
Looking for something?
You were being a bad little boy digging through your principal's clothes.
Your grub is the goat, Miss Pop.
What goat? He's eating lamb.
And how did you guys know we even needed an Uber?
The power of the group thread!
Yes.
Would you believe just yesterday, Aki just put that street sign up? Would you believe somebody stole it already?
I just keep wondering, when is life gonna get back to normal?
These students are lucky to have you.
I couldn't possibly stand here today with more pride.
As we have each other.
We have
forever.